Hello everybody! Today I have an amazing unboxing for all of you. This is yet another amazing donation to the channel from Agent Halogen. A huge thank you to Agent Halogen for keeping in touch with me and chatting about all things lighting and wanting to share some more awesome items from the UK with the channel and us here today. So, let's get prepared to unbox not only this box that is in front of you right now, but also one more package that came alongside this one. Before we begin, I just want to apologize for my speaking voice. I'm a little under the weather, so if I take pauses to breathe or whatever, that's what's going on, so I apologize for that. With that out of the way, again, a huge thank you to Agent Halogen. And let's go ahead and open this package. Now, this instruction manual right here is just there to cover up my address. So what I'm going to do is open the top of it here, and we will return. Okay, so we have got the package open, or at least the tape off the top. So let's dive right in here and see what we have. Oh boy, where do we start? Well, I can see right here we have some light bulbs, so that is really cool. Oh my. Okay. Not for general lighting. Okay, let's see. Oh, what do you know? It's 110 volt. Oh, how interesting. I believe if I remember our communications correctly, this is for like special use on construction sites and things like that. I could be remembering wrong, but certain construction and things can use 110 instead of 220 volts over there. So what a surprise to have 110 volt bayonet cap bulbs. Oh, that is so bizarre. I've never seen such a thing. Okay. Light emission technologies, special application light source. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. EVA light, 110 volt, 60 watt. That is awesome. It's not every day I get to hold a bayonet cap base light bulb like this. I only have one in the collection that's an A19 shape, like so. It's a tungsten 60 watt. I believe it's a 240 volt or 220 volt bulb I got at a restore many, many years ago. So this is beyond cool. So we have something here in the front, so we'll get that out. Okay, it looks like we have a bunch of fluorescent bulbs. Well, this is cool. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? So we have our energy rating sticker. I went right to it because it's so colorful. Again, funny how, they changed it from one to another. They just put the sticker over there. Okay, this is a tungsten. It is a 8 watt, 3500K. How cool is that? Ooh, triphosphor. Oh, how awesome. Polylux. I hope it's focusing on that. This new camera doesn't like to focus on things very well for some reason. You have to like force it to do anything, so I apologize. Hopefully you can see that now. That is too cool. Out of curiosity, I'm sure it's the same size as ours, but wouldn't you know it, I actually have a fixture sitting right here. So we're going to take out our American bulb here, and I'm sure it's the same size, but why not compare? Sure enough, sure enough. Okay. Does it fit? Sure enough, sure enough. Okay. We'll test one of them. Now, I don't know if it'll work because, remember, this is made for a whole different voltage, but let's give it a go. It can't hurt it. We're only half that voltage here. Nope, perfectly fine. Not even an issue. That is so cool. Here we have a GE 8 watt. I'm guessing 3500K again. Oh, this one's interesting. It must have something loose rattling around inside because you can see a clear spot in it. And you can see the electrode inside, cathode. That is so unique. This is a standard T5 F8W. That is so cool. Looks like we have another GE here. This one's got a newer sleeve on it, as you can see. It does have an A rating on their energy guide here. Again, a slightly different etch. Now, the end of this tube reminds me very much of Sylvania. If I grab another tube I have here, you can see the end cap, very much Sylvania, just has a GE name on it. How interesting. But that's not the first time I've seen companies use each other's manufacturers or equipment to make each other's bulbs. Oh, this is also interesting. Tungsram.com. I want to say I heard somewhere something about that. That's a different one. Here's another Tungsram. Just comparing, yeah, it's spelled the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same website that's on this one too, because I think it also had a website. Yes, it does. Tungsram.com. So I'm guessing Tungsram owns the GE name in the UK there. How interesting. Beautiful. Love the color temperature of these, really. Okay, this is another Tungsram, just like the one that we've already seen. I think we just saw it here a second ago, too. Must be its date code and stuff. Now, this one seems to have an older package design. It does say that Polylux phosphor on it. Seems to have the same kind of etch. Oh, and also the Sylvania end caps. Did the first one have that too? Yes, kind of the Sylvania-y looking end caps. This one is by Bell Lighting. It's 4000K. Okay, Bell. Very nice, very nice. I see something very cool here in a second. So let's we'll save that to the next after this. So here's another Bell. 8 watt 4000K. Okay, we have an LED one here. This is neat. I wonder, okay, so AC input. So this must run on direct voltage. So I'm not going to put it on this fixture just out of an abundance of caution. It was made in 2023. How interesting. 5500K, 6 watt. Yep, 2017. Topo Lighting Company. I'm just interested to see how it would fit in here. It's a little too large. T5 LED replacement tube. AC input. Now, I wonder, with these direct voltage LED fluorescent tube replacements, there's a couple ways you can wire them here in the US anyway. You can put a positive and a negative on either side, or you have a positive and a negative on the same end and no hookups on the other. And I wonder how this one is to be wired. If you do it one, positive, negative, or, a line per end, or a line per terminal and one has nothing. Very interesting. I'll have to get some more information about it. It's kind of the size of a T8, but it's smaller. I want to say like T6 or T7. And this looks interesting. Fluorescent tube red. If this actually lights up red, I may have to change my underwear. Oh, what in the world is that? Okay. That is not what I was expecting. That is so cool. Okay, underneath, you can kind of see it says Philips Master TL 8 watt 830 I should say, and was that 3000K? I could be wrong, made in Poland. So there's like a tube cover on the bulb. Let's see, here we go. This is going to be just too cool. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, it's a deep red too. Camera doesn't do it justice. I wonder if this has a very specific application. The first thing that is coming to my mind is like a dark room for developing photos. But that is awesome. You can see how it's slightly bigger than the tube itself because it's a guard over it. And then it's kind of cemented in place. That is too cool. And let's bring our box back into view. Okay. What do we have next? Just some stuffing for the box. Now this is interesting. These look like they're, oh, how interesting, they're switches. I was gonna say they look like electrical boxes, and what first strikes me is that these knockouts are kind of like ours here in the US, but they look slightly smaller. Let me find an electrical box to compare it with. So here's a standard American single gang electrical box, and it does look like it is ever so slightly smaller, but almost the same at the same time. Yeah, ever so slightly smaller. How interesting. Okay, I apologize, that was out of view. Okay, well let me set them down here and see what we got, because obviously there's a couple. So we have a double, a single, we have just a cover plate one. How interesting that it comes as a kit like this. We don't really have something like that here in the US. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. I never thought I'd have a plug from over there. It's so cool to see one of these. I've never seen one in person. Never. That is too cool. And they all have switches on them. It's just, again, unique to me that it comes with the outlet, the plate, the box. Here in the US, you have to get your box, and then you can get your switch of choice. This is a pretty rare, interesting one. Then you put that in your box. Then you go and buy a separate plate, and there you go. That's your end result. Here, it's all in one. I wonder if they're all like that, or if this Axiom company sells it like that. That is too cool. Another one. Love the clicking of that switch, for real. Oh, and here's a double. Ooh, what a lovely thunk that has. Now, another thing that you probably saw here, I keep putting this away, is the depth of the electrical box too. Now, we have thinner ones in this, but this is a standard size that I usually get. And it's ever so slightly smaller. You know, at least in depth. Now, obviously, probably if you did some mathematical calculations, this might have some more volume to it. But just making these comparisons is I don't know, intriguing to me, because I've never encountered or experienced. Oh, look, it even has red on the side there. I wonder if that means off or on. That is too cool. Well, we're going to have to explore these in another video, because that is just too unique. We're going to have to put together a board or something with all the different plugs on it. Let's bring our box back over. Looks like we have some more bulbs here. Again, everything packaged very well. Very well. As soon as I picked up the box from the UPS man, I didn't hear anything at all. Okay, this is cool. Another round of bayonet cap 110 volt bulbs. How thoughtful of seeking out 110 volt bulbs to be used here. That is so cool. Energy ratings on the back, of course, the worst ever, because, you know, incandescent, so nobody likes it for some reason. Let's see what we have. That is so cool. Definitely construction style packaging. You know who it's actually marketed to. Oh, these are clear. Oh, that is too cool. Look at that. Defender, 60 watt, 110 volt. That is too cool. Look at that beautiful C-shaped filament. All the supports on it. Seems to be a decent thick glass too. Bayonet cap again. Something you just don't see over here. Oh, that I could stare at that forever. Let's take a look at one more out of curiosity. Yeah, there we go with a beautiful C-shaped filament. Just look at that. Something I never thought I'd hold in my hand. That is so cool. Okay. Let's set these aside. What do we have here? Okay. Oh, look at that. They're colored ruby. Okay. Boy, this is a heavy bulb. Ooh, this thing has some weight to it. This thing is not fooling around. Whoa. Property of HM Government. Really? What does it say? Crompton? 230 volt, 40 watt, made in England. Wow. What in the world? Oh, this thing has, oh, it's not light. It's got some very thick glass going on here. Is that an S at the bottom? It looks like it. Let's get a very nice look at that etch. Property of government. Property of HM Government. I don't know why HM is kind of going through my brain as to what that probably could mean, but beautiful base as well, I must say. Look. We have some information on the base. Oh my goodness. That is just too cool. Okay, let's put that back in its packaging here. Crompton. Now, something that might come to your mind when you think Crompton is, at least over here, ceiling fans. Crompton Greaves, Encon ceiling fans. This Crompton logo looks very similar to the Crompton Greaves that we know here for their wonderful ceiling fans that they made back in the day. Of course, the company's still around. They make ceiling fans in India, all that kind of stuff. But that is cool. Okay, Crompton lighting. Fused for your safety and made to the appropriate specification and British standards. Switch off supply before changing lamps. So there's a fuse in the bottom. And what do we have here? By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, manufacturers of electric lamps, Crompton Pickinson Limited, Doncaster. Interesting. This one also says Ruby. BC for bayonet cap, I'm sure. Rough service. 230 volt, 40 watt. I wonder if these were also for like dark rooms or something. But then it says like government, so huh? Okay, very, very similar etch going on here. Property of HM Government. It says vacuum RS, so I'm guessing it's a vacuum seal. Crompton 40 watt. Look at how well this, ooh, look at that beautiful base. Whoa. That is just shiny. That is too cool. This stamp here, I want to say I've seen on some other bulbs before as well. That is too cool. Sorry this is taking so long. Ooh, look at that. An actual hanging socket. That is too cool. Oh my. Okay. Well, we're obviously not going to leave it in here. Look at that. And it's got the bayonet cap base in there. Oh, we're going to make a setup, man. We're going to make some type of setup. This is too cool. Love the connections that they use in Europe for connecting their terminals. Over here, it's literally, can I have a nut for the wire, please, to put my wires together to make a connection? No. We're doing things right by putting terminals on stuff. That just makes so much more sense. That is so cool. I wish we did that here. Now, I'm sure this rotates or something and comes off. Or maybe it pops out. Oh, yep, there we go. Yep, it screws off. Batch number 17 to 25. So they're still making these to this day. Max 100 watt. Look at that. Look at the terminals. You even have a third one for grounding or whatever. Maybe that's what this one is. All the different knockouts you can use. The cord retainer. Oh, I wish we did that here. Wiring diagram. What does this black collar do? Oh, it comes off. Oh, look at that, again with the terminals. And I have to go for this because this is something that has intrigued me online for quite some time. It is a ceiling pull chain switch. So, you know, we have pull chains here in America, and, you know, I put them on fixtures all the time. You can get it as just a pull chain that you put into your light fixture. But here, they make it an item that you wire up to your ceiling, and you, of course, pull the switch to turn on the circuit. That is so cool. I've always wanted to see one of these up close. That is awesome. More beautiful bulbs. Okay. GLS bulb. Again, something that we don't say much over here. General Lighting Service bulb. You know, we just have, it's just a bulb. So, something we just don't really have in our vocabulary here in North America. So this is a HSC Elite, the Higher Supply Company. Again, looks like it's more oriented towards construction, naturally. Being, again, how thoughtful, 110 volt. Oh, a different filament support. How cool is that? Now, to be honest with you, this is a kind of filament support that I kind of associate in my head with European style bulbs. It's just like, the two connections and two supports. 110 volt, 60 watt. That is just too cool. A bayonet base to go along with it. Wow. Okay, let's go for the pink package again. Ooh, this one's a heavy one. It is a heavy one. It's not super heavy, but it's definitely heavier than regular incandescent light bulbs, that's for sure. Part 1 of 2. Oh my gosh, is this a bulkhead? It is. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Lamp holder broken. That's okay, that's okay. What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I did. I should really be using the feature on the new phone here that films your face while you're doing this, because this is way more than I ever would have thought. Part 1 of 2. Okay, so there's something else somewhere else that goes along with this. Look at this beautiful, like, milk glass globe. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is just so cool. I don't want it to roll away. Look at this old ceramic socket. That is so cool. I know it's broken, but that doesn't matter to me. It's just so unique. I mean, to be honest, that can be fixed. We got a grounding screw. Terminals again for the wires. It looks to be the same thread that we use here in the US. That is too cool. Oh, look at that. It's a photocell. Oh, cool. It's a clear one. Look at that. It's like a little protector. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, anyway, here's a pretty standard American photocell alongside the European one. You know, we have ones for area lights, and they're kind of like this in clear, but I don't appear to have one in here. I'm sure on a fixture somewhere in this room. Looks like some light sockets. Oh, cool. Oh, they're the angled ones. Okay, something again that we just don't have here, but I've seen in, videos, photos of overseas in Europe and the UK are these like angled sockets with the bulb at an angle down. Here we just have it going straight out on a socket. So how interesting. I wonder if the idea was that if it's down, you get more light downward. That is so cool. December of 24. So they're still making this kind of stuff. I don't know why, but I just thought in my head that a lot of these designs and things are really phased out. Yeah, okay, here. See, it's just a standard straight socket. May of 24. Again, beautiful terminals. That is so cool. Look at that. Okay, here's some more standard ones. Yeah, we're definitely making something. All this is too cool not to make something with. Let's take one more peek in our box here, because I think that's it for box number 1. Okay, so if that just wasn't exciting enough, we have a second package here. And let me tell you, this thing is about 3 times as large. So, yeah, we weren't done. That was amazing in and of itself, but there's more. So, let's continue. This is going to be a little hard to do, so I'll probably put this to the side, and we'll slowly pull things out that way. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. But we have some small items here, so we'll go for that first, since we have our wide angle lens. Oh, cool, another photo cell. Oh, this one's totally different. Look at this one. Look at the stylings of it. That is too cool. Oh my. Oh, cool. It's an oldie. Okay, it's an oldie. Look at this. Look at the socket. Again, with the unique way of separating the side contact from the outer shell here. It's not necessarily directly connected to it. E27ES. I wonder if that extended skirt. I don't know. But look, even back then, terminals. There's still terminals. I'm sorry, the lighting is absolutely terrible because the camera's at a weird angle. So let me move over a light here. Okay, obviously, we have some plugs here. Okay, fuse. So this must be just a cover to kind of explain to you how to wire the plug itself. Neutral, line, live. Okay, so blue or black, and brown or red, and then earth, the green and yellow or just green, how they've changed it over the years. And it's already fitted with a fuse. Yeah, look at that. It has a little clamp in there. Oh, that is too fun. Again, we're gonna be making something. And we got a couple of them here. How cool is that? Oh boy. I believe that's one for each plug actually. So what thinking? Okay, here are some more terminal blocks. How kind, because boy, this is awesome. Oh, as I've said many times over, I'd much rather be using this than actual, wire nuts. And I'm wondering, because this is such a big length of them, if maybe they come in this way, and then you cut it depending on how many you need. That is too cool. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. I believe it's a fluorescent PL socket. Sure enough. That is too cool. Yeah, look at that. And this is what releases it. Oh, look at that. It releases the prongs. Looks like we have... Oh, this is an interesting one. The first thing that comes to my mind, well, obviously this is for either some type of halogen or metal halide bulb, I'm sure. But the first thing that comes to my mind is fluorescent starter socket. Let's see here. We'll take this one out of the lamp we have right above us. So it kind of fits, but kind of doesn't. My curiosity had to find out. Oh, I didn't even notice with this one. Did you see there's a shoulder on the one side, so you can only position it in the socket one direction? I didn't notice that until I took this one out. Sure enough. With the interesting release button. Here's another plug. This one has a metal bracket on the back of it. We have some hardware here. I'm going to set that aside before it rolls away and I never see it again. A bit of a different design, so this must be a different manufacturer. We're continuing with our corner again. And here we have a very nice porcelain bayonet cap socket. Makes me think of low pressure sodium. Beautiful. Oh, this one got a little chipped. That's okay. Nothing some super glue can't fix. So I'm not worried about it, because that'll just go right back together there. And even so, if we have it on something, just lightly pressure it here and it'll hold itself on there. Okay, this one's interesting. This inside pin's a little bit off, but it's like made out of a concrete sand or something. It's not like the porcelain finished one that we just saw. It's very rough, but look at how thick the outer part of it is. Maybe for really high temp situations. Continuing in our corner, we have another wonderful plug here. I'm thinking this is part 2 of 2, because this looks like it's the mounting bracket for that light we just took a look at. Yes, part 2 of 2. Oh, look at that. It even matches there. Name and everything. So this obviously goes on a building, and judging by the wording, it must go something like this. Obviously, you'd want the wire coming out the bottom. You wouldn't want it out the top like that. Oh, that is too cool. Okay. I can just see this on like the corner of a brick building or something. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. That is, oh, that's too much. That is so cool. Thank you. Wow. Oh, I wonder what the vintage is on this, like the year. That is too cool. Oh my. Oh, and we got the sockets to fix it and the bulbs to run in it, and oh, my smile is big. That is too awesome. Okay, now that it's moved to a safer place, let's continue. Oh, it's a beacon. Oh, a fire alarm. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Oh, you can see the strobe inside. Oh, that's awesome. Looks like we have a little set screw here. Is that to take the cover off? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you have your connections here on the back. And they kind of just fit into the terminals again. That is cool. I actually do not have a fire alarm in the collection at all. So that is really neat. Thank you. We still have something in the corner here. We have some connectors. Look at that. Brand new nylon glands, it looks like they call them. So this would go into, you know, like, I'm thinking outdoor electrical box or some type of electrical box. Maybe these even. So you could put your cord on it. That is neat. Yes, let's continue here. Okay. Well, I suppose the sockets would be leading up to something, because here we go with some fluorescent PL tubes. How cool is that? I don't have any like this in the collection at all. So this is most certainly a first for these big ones. These are PLL, polar and extra polar, P4 bulbs. One is 2900 lumen and one is 2800. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at the color of the base on this thing. It's like a very light blue. I wonder if that kind of indicates the color temperature. Let's take one of these sockets here. And I'm sure it would pop in like this. Yep. Oh, and you can kind of hear it click itself into place there. And that's holding on. Well, I'm going to hold the bulb because I don't want it to fall off. But, oh, there, the last one clicked in. And then, you know, to release it, we have to push in the button there. That is so cool. You can probably tell what this one is. A beautiful low pressure sodium bulb. Wow. Oh, that is cool. 35 watt SOX Plus. What? Interesting. It made some noise. Well, I wonder what makes it SOX Plus. Let me put this back to a normal size here so you're not like stressing or anything. Yeah, SOX Plus. Definitely a lamp that has been used a bit, but it doesn't look like it has very high hours on it at all. And I mean, finding low pressure sodium bulbs nowadays is so hard. So a huge thank you, Agent Halogen, for donating this. This is amazing. Okay, so these are 24 watt, 4000K. Same type of base as before. I want to say these are also used in certain street lights as well. A 2022, wow, okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have that weird blue base on it. Again, just how light this is. For some reason, I just expected it to be heavier. And we have some more plugs. That is too cool. Yeah, that's how it'll end up going. Oh, another low pressure sodium lamp. It has to be. Sure enough, another beauty. Oh, this one's different. Oh, 26 watt. I've heard of this on the lighting sites. Now, I don't know much about these. If they were an energy saving option that would go into a 35 watt fixture. Yeah, again, to save energy, or if it needed a separate ballast. 26 watt SOX E. That is cool. It looks like it has a date or something written on it here. What is that, a 7 and a 20? That is cool. That is too cool. Never thought I'd see one of those. Okay, here's another one. This one is also a 26 watt. How cool. Look at the like banding that's going on in the bulb here. I wonder if that's just a characteristic of these 26 watt ones, or maybe what kind of ballast it runs on, if it's electronic or magnetic. It's just so interesting. I've never seen banding like that before. Again, 26 watt. Gonna have to learn more about that. Oh, wow. Oh, 26 watt. And 35 watt. Oh, how cool. Okay, as you can see here, well, they're the same size. Wow, look at that. 26 watt. Again, is that the energy saving version for... Ooh, you're not going anywhere. A 35 watt. This one is a SOX PLLS. I think that's what that says. 35 watt, made in UK. What has a date on it here? Huh. Yeah, look at this. They're the same size. So, yeah, I wonder if that's just an energy-saving version for 35 watt. Oh, my. Absolutely amazing. Here's another one. 35 watt. Look at the banding on this. It's like an art piece. What is going on there? That is bizarre. That is too cool. Oh, wow. Thank you for all this. Wow. I am literally just speechless. Okay, let's take a departing journey here to this, which says quartz glass. I'm wondering if these are for our very special sockets that we took a look at a second ago. So I'm going to make a guess. Some type of metal halide. Sure enough. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Cosmo White. CPOTW. A 60 watt. And what's this one? A 60 watt. So it's just two different, like, packages. I'm guessing two just different generations of it. Wow. Made in Belgium, not for sale in the US. Well, too bad it made its way here. Oh my. I'm sure this is one of those that you don't want to touch with your hands, but we have isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and we will clean it. That is too cool. Look at how thin that arc tube is. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sure enough, look at that base. Here's the other side that has the part missing so that it can go into the base. I wonder what ballast we can use this on because it's 60 watt. Is it compatible enough with our 70 watt pulse start metal halide ballast? I have no idea. That is too cool. Okay. This one, I think we have some oopsie daisy sadness. So let me see here. Yep. Beautiful bulb. Unfortunately, didn't make its way here, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to enjoy it for the moment we have it here. It's a 36 watt, so this must be an energy saving version for the 55 watt low pressure sodium. Wow. That is cool. I have a 55 watt low pressure sodium security light. And I only have the one bulb for it. To be honest with you, to be really honest, it's been amazing how all of this stuff has made it here in perfect condition. So it is amazing, you know, that we've only had the one casualty so far. I know it hurts. I'm sure it hurts Agent Halogen to see this show up this way. It's okay. Please don't feel bad about it. Everything here makes up for it. Oh, look at that. Okay, this one's 55 watt. That is too cool. Thank you so much for this. I can use this in my low pressure sodium security light. That is, well, all this stuff. I mean, just wow. This one's 36 watt. Okay, how cool is that? We have a replacement for the casualty. But you know what? I'm honestly surprised these show up as amazing as they do. There's zero support for this tube inside. And look at it, came halfway across the world. I mean, how amazing. Ooh, another one that made its way all the way here. This one is 55 watt. That is just so cool. Wow. 2 of 23. Oh, it looks like it has so much life left in it. What a beautiful bulb. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so we do have something in there that does say open last, so of course we will honor that. Oh, what do we have here? Ringtail, 8 watt, combined operation through our self-contained luminaire. This is a fixture? Oh my gosh, it's a bulkhead. Oh, that is too cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's definitely got a ballast in it. 3 hour though, 3 hours. So it's got to be a battery backup. That must be why it's heavy. That is awesome. Oh, a floodlight. Oh, cool. A quartz halogen floodlight. 120 watt lamp, interesting. A fixture of this size over here would probably be about 150. How cool is that? King Shield. Oh, look at that. Sure enough. And it's got a little box here on the back. That is so cool. Replace glass if broken. Well, thank you, Agent Halogen, for a halogen light. Here we have a bunch of fuses for the plugs. It looks like we have an assorted bunch. We have some 3 amp, 5 amp, and 13 amp. Oh, interesting. It's a detector. Do not paint. Okay, okay. A smoke detector. Oh, how interesting. I don't know too much about these. I'm going to guess it's a direct wire one, so it must go with a system. Kind of like our alarm here. I'm going to have to read up about this. How unique. Oh, look at that. This is a Series 65 optical smoke detector. Apollo again. And I'm assuming this turns. Yep, sure enough. Look at the connections again. That is so cool. Okay, there's an LED. I'll have to read up about this. Eaton, okay, well, a brand that we have over here as well. Not really sure by the box what's in it. Oh, how interesting. Is this a beacon? For noise, I'm sure. Huh. Again with the set screw. Look at that. So it's a junction box. And this must be the vocal alarm. Okay. That is neat. Huh. I don't know. My brain's turning. Oh, look at this one. This one has a light and sound, is my guess. That is cool. We definitely don't have anything like that over here. Ours are more boxy and on the wall. This looks like it's more of a ceiling mount. I guess you could put it on the wall too. Why not? Oh, this one's potted. Huh. We still have the dip switches again. That is interesting. Like I said, definitely going to have to learn more. I have made the room. So, let's see what is in here. I'm thinking we're getting to some incredibly epic items. Oh boy. This just keeps getting cooler. From awesome fluorescent bulbs to incandescent to sockets to fire alarms and smoke detectors. There is so much here to research and take in and to put together in projects. It is huge thank you, Agent Halogen. Wow. Okay, I have this tape here I keep playing with, and we need to be done with that because that is not what we're here for. We're here for what appears to be an absolutely beautiful fixture. Here we go. Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh my. Oh, the smile on my face is beyond what it can contain. Oh, that is so cool. It's a Thorn Beta 5. We have our plastic globe here. Polycarbonate. Oh, I never thought I'd have my hands on something like this. This is too cool. Oh my gosh, there's more in here. we're not even done. There's more in here. Let's take a look. Thorn Beta 5 Group B1 35 watt socks. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, let's see what we have inside. This looks like another wonderful photocell because we do have a photocell socket on top, which is so fitting because I love that look. Look at that. Look at that circuit board on the top. There's our actual photocell, and everything else is underneath. Here we have another one. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's so interesting to me how they're built to us upside down, really. All the components are on the bottom, and the back side of it is facing upwards. There is more underneath here. We do have a flathead screw, so let's go ahead and loosen that. Well, first of all, this appears to be a spring that is very tightly wound, and that is what helps hold the lamp when it is in its bayonet socket here. Look at that, it swings up. Oh, that's too cool. Oh, wow, look at this one. I know it's been yellowed, but just all the different designs that are out there. Oh boy, it's a big one. There's the cell on the top. What is this one? Solar Enterprises. So is this one that would talk to each other? It's quite heavy. It's got some weight to it for sure. That is so cool. I always thought these pointed photocells were just so neat for some reason. Never thought I'd have my hands on one. Okay, let's take a brief look at the inside of the fixture here. So, we have our wire in and a wire out, as you can see. And what that tells me is I believe this was originally remote ballasted. Because we just have the socket wired up to our red and black here. And then we have the photocell wired up to the 3-wire connection. So this most certainly was remotely ballasted with a box on the pole or in the base of the pole, depending on, you know, how it was mounted. That is so cool. Now, I do believe these would have also came with the option that you could have a ballast inside of them as well. But this is really cool and perfect for our application here, because I wouldn't be able to, you know, power it on really anyway. Even has a little ground here. Photocell socket. Impression B. So that must be where they get the Group B1 from. A Thorn Beta 5. That's just so cool. Wow. Something I never thought in a million years I'd ever have. That is too cool. So it appears we have a little clip here that, oh, before I do that though, I'm going to re-thread this screw. So this just goes on here. Like so. Yep, there we go. It pops in. And then it sits down on our gasket. And then we have our clip on the end here. It clips in and holds it. It looks like the clip needs some adjustment. But, I mean, also the fact that the seal that would go around this, it's been so many years, it just doesn't have the sponginess anymore. So there's not really much resistance for the clip to hold on. And we can fix that by putting some new seal on it. And I'm sure that would make the clip hold itself back in place again. But this is just so cool. Never thought I'd have my hands on a fixture like this. Never. Never ever. I gently put it in there if it so desires us to, because I don't want to ruin the reflector. Look at that. Look at that big photocell on that thing. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. I don't know. I wonder And I'm sure Agent Halogen can answer this question for us too. Was this originally some type of gold color? It gives off kind of like a gold color. If that was the color that was originally on it, and it just fades to kind of this off gold color. Very, very cool. Absolutely wow. Let me set this aside because there is one more thing in the package. So last, but certainly not least, we have this item right here. Now I'm going to tell you it's got to be another street light because it's about that size. Now, in our communications, we have talked about the acquiring of the Beta 5 here. All this other stuff is a total extra. Like, I was not expecting any of this. This is just amazing. So this is like the biggest cherry on top ever because, well, this was our cake. I knew we were getting this beautiful fixture here. But everything else that you see, that's just the frosting and this is the cherry on top. So, excuse me for my nose again. Let's see what exactly we have inside here. Open last. As far as I know, this is the last item that I see in the package. It is heavy too. It's definitely got some weight to it, so it must have the gear still inside of it. I have no idea what this is. Obviously, it's a street light. I mean, we can tell that one. But I don't know the brand or anything. Industria Rotterdam. I know I'm going to butcher it. I apologize. Interesting. So, it's definitely something I have seen. You know, in pictures and stuff. But, again, off the top of my head, I'm not sure what the brand is. So after taking a second to breathe here, the only indication I have so far is that it's a SON, so high pressure sodium, 50/70 watt, but the 50 is underlined, so maybe it's a 50 watt. We do have a photocell socket, obviously. There's these itty bitty bugs that pop up every once in a while, so they're kind of a little game of cat and mouse. But that is not a problem because I do enjoy a project. So, there's obviously some information inside, and it does appear that these are clips, but they also look incredibly fragile. So, I'm not entirely sure how to open this without breaking it. And it looks like we're on the right track because we're getting somewhere. Oh my gosh, there's more. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my. Oh, how cool. We have a ballast. That is too cool. Okay. It's for the CPOT white bulbs. Where did I set those down? Here. That is too cool. All we really need is a appropriate transformer to convert the voltage. Oh, it does have 60 hertz, 250 volts, so we could do it on 240. I think that'd be close enough. Oh, wow. Look at how small this is compared to something we'd have. That is so cool. Thank you for that. Wow. There's a better look. I apologize. I probably wasn't holding it up. Oh, this is too cool. We were talking about these. The little tiny photocells and their little controllers. Oh, thank you so much for including one of these. Oh, it's so cool to see in person. Look at that. The tiny little photocell and the run and test switch, I believe is what it says on it. That is cool. Test and auto. How cool is that? Wow, it's in really good shape too. Must be new or something. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. You're talking about those. Another photocell. This one's appropriately yellowed for its age. Another Zodian. I'll say it wrong because I'm terrible at pronunciations. 55 Lux. 2007. That is awesome. Oh, this is too cool. It's a low pressure sodium 35 watt SOX ballast. Electronic. Oh, that is so cool. Never thought I'd have such a thing in the collection. Look at these connectors. It's like on the back of a stereo system or something. Oh, that's too cool. Very cool. Some more plugs. We're getting somewhere here, slowly but surely. Oh, this one's 55 watt. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, okay, we were talking about these two. It's a little photocell that you can put into a, like the fixture itself or a box. We have a very similar thing here. Our American version to something like this. Let me put it back to normal so it stops making everything a fisheye. Pretty much the same size, really. This goes in a bigger opening. That is awesome to see compared. Oh, wow. This looks like it can come off. And indeed it does. At least it looks like it does. Okay, well, maybe I just don't have it at the right angle. And I don't want to break it either. Okay, we'll look at that a bit later. What is this fixture, though? I'm sure he has it in the documentation, the wonderful papers that have been written up. But it looks like if we take out these giant Phillips screws, or at least loosen them, we should be able to get to the upper half of this fixture. Sure enough. Look at that, it folds out. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, wow, oh my gosh. The equipment is still on it. Look at that, it's a dual wattage ballast and dual voltage. We were talking about that the other day too. Magnatech, we have the same brand over here. Wow. 50 or 70 watt, and then 230 or 240 volt. How cool is that? Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Oh, wow. What is this? This must be the plug to connect the photocell. Does it plug down onto this? No. Maybe it plugs into that? So you can take the ballast tray out? Oh, I've got so much to learn. Oh, but that is so cool to see the equipment inside. I love this like hanger they have here to help hold it if it was up on the pole. So it doesn't come falling down while you're working on it. Okay, there is information on the side here. This is, okay, that is the name of it. Industria. Made in Holland. Wow. Oh, I'm so happy. What amazing items to have in the collection here. Oh, wow. That is too cool. I was not expecting all of this, like, for real. Oh, my goodness. I am absolutely blown away at everything you see here. Again, a huge thank you to Agent Halogen for everything here that we have unboxed this evening. This has been absolutely amazing. There is so much here to take in. I'm going to be busy for a while, which is awesome. this is really good. From the incandescent bulbs to the photocells to the sockets and the switches and the plugs and the fluorescent bulbs and the smoke detectors and the alarms and the fixtures. Oh, it's really, this is above and beyond. Thank you. Seriously, thank you, Agent Halogen, for everything you have provided to me and the channel here. I look so forward to making videos on everything. Thank you. As always, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, be sure to give it a like down below and leave a comment. I do enjoy reading all of your comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more great videos like this one. Also check out my secondary channel Merkove and subscribe over there for more behind the scenes and alternative content. Of course, check out the other videos here on this screen, and as always, thank you very much for watching.